I did not shoot a proper gig log last Friday at the club. It was storming and it wasn't real busy, but I still had a lot of fun. Sometimes when it's not very busy, that's when I can get more personal with the audience and start flexing some of my improvisational MC skills. A lot of DJs will kind of script things, or they'll attend classes and learn how to do inflection and things, and those are all good things. My style has always been improvisational, and when I'm at weddings, I can do it, of course, and I do it, but to really flex it and have fun with it, the club just gives me a great opportunity to do that. And the smaller the audience, the more intimate I can get with them. I even add a little bit of comedy there. So, just as an example, there is a dinner crowd in this club until about 10 o'clock, and then it clears out and becomes a nightclub. That's how it's been for years. It was that way back in the 90s. And the new thing is for people to bring their children in. That wasn't a thing back in the old days, but today there are a lot of kids in there until 10 o'clock with their parents. And there was a pretty good dinner crowd. There was this one kid that was in there, and he wasn't being bad, but he was kind of being obnoxious, and the parents weren't really able to get him to sit down. And he wasn't being bad, though. He was just being silly. And I could kind of see him from my booth. I had some kind of, I don't know, some early 2000s trancey track on for background music, because I played background from like 9 to 10, and then it kicks into the club. Anyway, I was playing this track, and this kid was kind of ironically dancing, kind of next to the table, being silly and shaking his butt and stuff. And so I got on the mic, and the mic's real boomy. It's that Shure PGA 58, I think it's called. I like it. It's a nice mic. Anyway, I get on the mic, and I say, "Hey, no dancing." And he jumps, and he goes and he sits down, and I kind of look out my little window there, and the parents are dying laughing. They think it's so funny. And they see me smiling, and they start laughing even harder. That was fun. I mean, I just did it. I didn't think about it. I just did it. There was another time where there was a group of people who came in, pretty good-sized group, maybe 10 people, guys, girls, whatever. I asked them what they wanted to hear, and they gave me some requests, and there was one young lady there who was Puerto Rican, and she requested something in Spanish. I couldn't hear her. She was across the table. And one of the other girls said, "Yeah, her request was in Spanish." I said, "Yeah, I recognize it. My wife is Puerto Rican, but I don't really understand Spanish very well. She does say I love you a lot. She uses words like pendejo and cabrón. That means I love you, right?" And they all were like, "Oh my God, she says that to you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it means I love you, doesn't it?" Like, "No, that's not what that means." I'm like, "Really?" I have got to have a talk with my wife. This is so disappointing. And they're laughing, and one of the girls finally says, "Well, if she says it means I love you, then it probably does." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, then it can mean I love you, I guess." I never let them in on that, of course, I knew exactly what they were all saying, and I understand what those words mean, but it was funny. It was funny. They got a laugh out of it. I didn't crack once. I didn't break character. There was another time where there was another group in, and they wanted to hear like some newer hip-hop stuff, which I did play, but we didn't hardly get any dancing. A little bit, but not a lot. Later on in the night, they came up and they said that somebody in the group was having a birthday. They came down from way up north in Wisconsin, and there were tornadoes and storms, so they braved that to come down there. Somebody had a birthday, and they said what he wants for his birthday is silence for 2 minutes. So I can't do that. That's weird. He was drinking and being silly. She says, "Well, he really likes Skrillex. Do you have any of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have some Skrillex. I could do that for you." So I get on the microphone and I say, "Okay, it's so-and-so's birthday." And I said, what he wanted was a moment of silence, either for his youth or his liver. So let's do that now. And they're all laughing, and then I interrupt the laughter. "Okay, that's enough of that." And I play the song. And at the end of the night, they were so thankful and so happy. And everybody in the group, they said they really appreciated the vibe. And a lot of people had said that to me the other night, because I kept it intimate. There weren't a lot of people there, so that was the thing to do. And I was social. I went up and talked to people and got to know them and told them who I was and let them know they could make requests. And I did play requests. And I was all over the place. It was everything from Cardi B to Carole King. And I don't know, Perez Prado to Prince to whatever. I was just everywhere. And it was tons of fun. But yeah, an opportunity to really kind of use those MC skills is nice. So you make lemonade out of lemons, I guess, when it's a slow night, and I did, and I look forward to doing it again. Now, hopefully, when I'm back, which is in 2 weeks, the crowd will start building, because it's getting warmer here. It is 57 degrees today, which is a heat wave for Wisconsin, just so you know. So hopefully the weather breaks, people start coming down. We don't have harsh weather like we had last weekend. It'll pick up. But anyway, just thought I'd talk about some of the things that I'm doing and having fun with. I'll see you guys soon. I've got more videos to come, more stuff to talk about. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you so much. Practice and enjoy.